This is the Malaysian Motoring Team Test. The Team Test is where the editorial team of MM come together to present their opinions on the more controversial cars where a clear-cut answer can't be found. So this week we took a look at the Subaru WRX, which is a bit of a mixed bag for me. I have a bit of bias away from Subaru, so we took it to the team so we could see how everybody thinks of it. Quite good looking, huh? Very handsome, kind of macho, big pockets.
I think it's a really beautiful car. I think it really looks really nice, very masculine.
It's very aggressive on the front with that body kit, the scoop. I like the fact that it's chiseled and sharp and muscular, like angry man's car. It's even got the big mouth to eat you. As you go along the sides, it's got the nice side skirts, and you get to the back and it's a bit boring. 4 tailpipes, full diffuser, no big spoiler. Have you noticed, have you seen the little side vents?
Oh, those are
really gorgeous, nice, man. Yeah. And the little chrome lid on the top, the WRX logo, it's gorgeous.
Really nice.
The interior is much the same story. A bit plain, logical, but plain.
What I really like about the car is the steering wheel and the gauge. It looks really nice. The trunk space is big.
Ta-da! The hell?
The way the Subaru drives, I really like it. In high speed, it feels very planted to the road. But at slow speed, I think it's really heavy. Like when you're cruising in town, you're in traffic jam, you want to make a small turn. Like in slow speed, the steering is really heavy. They should have those comfort option for the steering. That would have been perfect.
On the move, Sandesh drove like a normal human being, which was a bit weird because it's a Subaru WRX. You're supposed to go a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. You're supposed to go at it with a little bit more gusto. But he didn't. Despite that, the ride was horrible. It's way too stiff. The seats themselves, the cushions are made from granite. So there's no give in the seat, there's no give in the suspension. I haven't been in a car this uncomfortable since... Actually, I've never been in a car this uncomfortable. Hey, moto! The cabin is not very well insulated. At highway speeds, you can hear a little bit of wind noise, but a lot of tire noise. But the funny thing is that despite all of that noise intrusion, you can't hear the engine. And there are 4 tailpipes on it. 2 more than necessary, still can't hear anything. What's the point in that? You make a sporty car, you can't hear anything. But I think the worst experience in that was that of EJ's. Because if you notice, he was jumping. As I was looking for things to hold on to, as not to slide around the leather seats, I found that there were ISOFIX tethers on the back of the car. Now, I'm wondering what kind of parent would put a child in a car that uncomfortable and then drive. If I had kids and I put them back here, after about 5 minutes they would have been sick. Because number one, daddy would be driving like it's insane because this car is that fun to drive. And also because the suspension is so harsh. I've never been in a car this uncomfortable before.
What I really don't like about the car is the interior. It's very plasticky, the door cards are all plastic, and it makes a very weird noise when you drive around. Also, one more thing is it doesn't have a GPS unit. The Subaru WRX is a bit confused as it is confusing. It's not so uncompromising that it's an all-and-out sports car, but it's also not comfortable and usable enough to be a daily driver. The steering wheel, for example, is too heavy. The lack of rear parking sensors is strange. Overall, the Subaru, I really like the drive of it. I don't really like the gearbox. The gearbox is very jerky.
And for the price you're paying, the fact it doesn't have GPS is almost inexcusable. I give it a very
rate the Subaru 4 out of 10.
Unfortunately, Emmanuel isn't here because he's been called away to do something. Didn't tell me what lah.
Hey, it's still stuck in the boot I think.
Huh? Oh, it's still in there?
I think so.
Oh. So he's been called away.